Hey guys, DEFmute here. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can improve your FPS and graphic settings in Tom Clancy's The Division 2. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so now you want to go ahead and open up your NVIDIA control panel. So right click on your desktop, select NVIDIA control panel, open that up. You want to go into manage 3D settings, go to program settings. And then you want to look for Tom Clancy's The Division 2 and your select a program to customize. If it's not in here, then go ahead and click the add button. And then once you've clicked the add button, it should either show up in here. If not, then you can go ahead and you have to hit the browse button and you have to go and look for your file. But since mine is right here, so let's go ahead and click on that and click the add selected program. Alright. So now that our Tom Clancy's The Division 2 is now added to programs that we want to customize, we want to go to CUDA GPUs. When I select use these GPUs, I have a GeForce RTX 2070. Select that guy, hit OK. Go to maximum pre-rendered frames. You want to set that to 1. Alright guys, and then the next one is you want to go to OpenGL Rendering GPU. You want to have that guy selected as your graphics card. Mine, like I said, mine is a GeForce RTX 2070, so make sure that is selected. And then the next one is Power Management Mode. You want to prefer maximum performance. Have that guy selected. Let's go ahead and scroll down some more. And then you want to make sure you have vertical sync as off. And then the virtual reality pre-rendered frames, you want to make sure that is set to 1. Alright, once you guys have all these settings set in your 3D settings, go ahead and hit the apply button. And then once that is all taken care of, go ahead and exit out and then hop into the game, and then I will show you guys what needs to be set inside the game. Alright guys, once you get your game up and going, you want to go into the settings. And then as for just general settings, I like to have my music volume set to 20. The game seems very loud, just regardless. I don't know if it's because of my setup, but I'm pretty sure the game is just really loud. Anyways, I like to have my music set to 20, my special effects set to 35, my dialogue volume set to 25, and then my mix type, I have it set to home sit-down. It's just the way I have it set up. I play with headphones on, so I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well. I've just found this to be quite pleasant. Anyways, and then the mute audio, I have that to off. Disable VIOP, I have that no. And then group volume, I have set that to 50. I have my proximity volume, I have that set to 85. I have my microphone enabled, and then obviously I have my microphone set to the microphone that I'm using, which is a Blue Yeti USB powered microphone. And then I have my voice chat output set device. I just have that set to the default. And then the microphone threshold, I have that to 20, which is just the defaulted. And then the microphone volume boost, I have that set to 30. Depending on what kind of microphone you guys have, you'll have to do that through trial and error. And then the push to talk, I have that set to yes. Default is set to no. So if you want to talk to your friends, by pressing a button, which I find is a lot more pleasant than just speaking, because then that way they don't get to hear your rambling. Anyways, so let's go ahead and hop over to the graphics. I will put it on the right hand side of the screen, the benchmark that I ran running these graphics. These are the best graphics that I found using an RTX 2070, which is what I have in my computer. If you have a higher end graphics card like an RTX Titan or dual graphics cards, obviously you can set this much higher. You can do ultra all the way. Anyways, so I have it set to custom. I have my brightness set to 12. My contrast set to 15. I have my vertical sync on because I have a G-Sync monitor. I found that this is a lot better. And then I have my frame limit rate off. You know, I really haven't found a better scenario in running the benchmark where this came into play, I should say. Anyways, you know, if you're streaming or you don't want to load down your recording software, I would suggest turning this on. You know, you can set it to 60. You can set it to the sky is the limit. So you can really roll that guy on. But I'm going to turn this guy off, and then my shadow quality, I have that set to high. Spot shadows set to high. My spot shadow resolution, I've set that to high, and then contact shadows all high. Resolution scale 100%, that's default. Sharpening 7, and then particle detail set to high. Volumetric fog set to high. Reflection quality set to medium, and my local reflection quality set to high. My vegetation quality set to high, and then my subsurface scattering to on, and then my anisotropic filtering, I have that set to 16 times, which is standard defaulted. And then the parallax mapping is yes, which is also defaulted. The ambient occlusion, I have that very high. Depth of field on. Object detail set to 60. Extra streaming distance set to 10. I have my lens flare off because personally I do not like having lens flare on my screen. I just find it very annoying and distracting from the game. Vinaigrette effect, I have that on. Water quality is set to high, and my chromatic aberration is on. The projected texture resolution to 512, which is defaulted for the high setting. The high resolution sky textures, I have that set to yes, and then terrain quality set to high. So if you like I said, this is for an RTX 2070. If you have a lower end graphics card, you're gonna want to go all the way up here to the top for graphics quality, and then you're gonna want to probably set that to medium, and then play around with your particle details, and then water rendering, and then plant vegetation to either get better frames, or if you're just looking for purely aesthetic visuals in the game, and you don't mind your frames dipping below 60 frames per second, you're fine with it being around 40 to 50 frames, then I would suggest that you play around with your frames. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I release new content weekly. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Drive fast, take chances, swerve often. See ya.